Hey guys, welcome back. We all know Captain America, the star-spangled man with a plan who's all over the big screen nowadays. But this Steve Rogers that we've come to love is not the only Captain America out there. Far from it. There are a bunch of other versions, each with their own cool quirks, some of which are even cooler than the original. I'm Ron Mackenzie Lafergie with Top 10 Nerd, and here are the top 10 alternate versions of Captain America. Number 10. Captain AMERICAT. As if I'd forget the larval Earth version. In this world, the superheroes take the form of anthropomorphic animals, such as Peter Porker's Spider-Ham and Iron Mouse. In this reality, Steve Rogers is actually Steven Mouser. Yeah, this name wasn't really their best work. It could have been Steve Clawgers or something. But I digress. Captain AMERICAT is, like all the heroes of Earth 8311, pretty ridiculous. But these comics will always have a place in my heart. Number 9. Revived William Burnside. In What If number 44, the question was asked, what if Captain America were revived today? With today meaning in 1984. In this issue, the anti-communist Captain America of the 50s, William Burnside, was revived before the discovery of a frozen Steve Rogers. Since he still felt all the negative emotions that came from the Cold War propaganda, Burnside helped Senator Norman Chadwick to push the agenda of an evil secret empire. Luckily, Steve Rogers was thawed and saved the day alongside Spider-Man, Nick Fury, and Sam Wilson. But it's really cool to see what profound effects Cap could have on the world if he chose to use his power and influence for evil. Number 8. Zombie Cap. The world of Marvel zombies was a strange one, with all our favorite heroes being turned into zombies that loved to eat things. In this story, Steve Rogers was Colonel America and became President of the United States before turning into a zombie. And when the world is threatened by Galactus, the zombies fight back, first eating Silver Surfer and then using the power cosmic to defeat Galactus. But when they're all arguing about who gets to eat Galactus, Red Skull yanked out Cap's brains. That's what you get for hanging out with zombies. Number 7. Super Soldier. The Amalgam comics are often a great source for alternate heroes, and they definitely don't disappoint here. In this version, Captain America and Superman were merged together to create Super Soldier, which might sound a bit lame, but it's definitely better than Captain Man. In this version, a human Clark Kent received a serum from the blood of an infant alien, giving him super abilities. He's then frozen and thawed to complete the Captain America story. This is a really cool version of Cap. You get to see the strong points of both characters in action. Though he might seem a tad OP, he's kept in check by the prevalence of the Green K meteorite fragments, which end up weakening him considerably. Number 6. Ultimate Captain America. In 2002's The Ultimates number 2, Captain America was thawed out and quickly became the leader of the Ultimates, the Avengers of that world. He's pretty similar to the normal Cap with all the honor and heroics and whatnot, but he does have certain quirks unique to him. He's somewhat more cynical and violent than our Cap, and stronger, so straight up cooler in my books. Plus, he actually became President of the United States for a time in Ultimate Comics Ultimates number 15. Although at this point, literally any character can become president and I'll buy it. Number 5. Cap 1602. In this story, Captain America takes the form of a blonde Native American named Rojas. Rogers, get it? Of course you do, it's incredibly on the nose, but that's okay. Turns out that after making himself president using his powers, the Purple Man had shot the modern Rogers and sent him back in time rather than killing him so he couldn't become a martyr in death. He's eventually sent back to his own time, but his time in 1602 was really neat, even if the whole blonde native thing was a bit weird. Number 4. Danielle Cage. This Cap of Earth 15061 was pretty sick, and not just because she's a woman. In this future reality, Danielle Cage was the daughter of Jessica Jones and Luke Cage, gaining the strength and durability of her parents. Wielding a voice-controlled shield, Cage becomes her world's official Captain America. She's a pretty wicked Cap and made quite a splash in the 2015 comic series Avengers Ultron Forever, since she's one of the strongest versions of Captain America. And a woman, which is pretty great. Number 3. 2099 Thor Cap. There were a few Captain Americas that took on the mantle in 2099. One was a Steve Rogers clone, another was an unwilling super soldier Roberta Mendez, but the coolest, in my opinion, is the 2099 version of Cap, who took up Mjolnir and became the new Thunder God. In this version, the 2099 Spider-Man Miguel O'Hara convinces a newly thawed Steve Rogers to take on the role of Thor to help to rebuild the world. While we've seen Cap take up the hammer from time to time, it's so cool to see him actually take on the role and pick up Thor's powers. Number 2. Captain Werewolf. That's right, werewolf. And it happened a few times. In Captain America number 402, Cap was captured by the villain Nightshade and subjected to a serum that turned him into a wolf creature. He fights with Wolverine for a bit, then joins Cable in taking down Starwolf. But we weren't done with Werewolf Cap yet. In 2012, we saw him wolf it up in Secret Avengers number 33. Attempting to spread his influence alongside a vampire Wolverine and Franken Punisher, they square off against our Hawkeye, Beast, and Captain Britain and just get wrecked. It's just so cool to see Cap going crazy like this. I really love when heroes are reimagined as freaky creatures. Number 1. Bullet Points Cap. This one takes place in a really cool world where one small change in the form of a spy drastically altered the world. In this version, Dr. Erskine was killed by a German spy before giving Steve Rogers a super soldier serum. However, Steve went on to take part in Project Iron Man, where he was permanently fused with an armor to help defeat the Axis, working with a powerless Reed Richards. The same spy killed Peter Parker's Uncle Ben before he could raise Peter, who is eventually exposed to gamma radiation, becoming the Hulk, while Bruce Banner is the one who becomes Spider-Man. It's a really cool story, and it's interesting to see Steve with a totally different backstory and equipment. That's it for now. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please throw us a thumbs up, and if we've tickled your nerd fancy, subscribe to Top 10 Nerd. Let me know which of these caps you think is strongest in the comments down below. Until next time, I'm Ron McKenzie LaFergie with Top 10 Nerd. Later, nerds.